Hey Virgo, it's your girl Shy here, and that's Shy with three eyes, and I'm here to bring you your love/career focused reading for the month of October 2016. Now keep in mind these are general readings, so if you would like a full personal reading from me, feel free to contact me via email at iamshy@yahoo.com. My email will be in the description box below. So Virgo, let's go ahead and start with love, okay? Let's see here too. Okay, so let's move these babies out the way. Virgo. So just off the bat, before I even look at the cards, I kind of feel like the second half of 2016 is just going to be way better. So as a lot of you already know, Jupiter has finally moved out of our sign and moved into Libra, which is our second house of values and earned income. Ooh, already. Okay, so already we got a lot of major arcana. So that's letting me know we got a lot of major change happening as far as love goes for this month in October. But let's see what the rest of the cards say. But as I was saying, I feel like the rest of 2016 will be like a blossoming. We've kind of been under like a cosmic microscope, I feel like. So we probably just haven't, and I say we because I'm a Virgo, Virgo just really hasn't been, into the romantic part of relationships. Yeah, we have friendships. Yeah, we got everything straight with family. But when it comes to romance, it seems like because the last couple of years, Neptune has been in our seventh house. We've been dealing with these mirage type situations where we think someone is the one, and then you get up close enough and you realize they're the devil, right? So we haven't really been, I don't want to say that Virgo has lost faith, but because our faith has been tried so often and you're just kind of at a point of exhaustion, because I do have that card here, the Nine of Wands, because we're exhausted and, tired of being skeptical, tired of having to run through the list of are you the one, are you not the one, we've kind of just found our own inner harmony, which is not a bad thing. So don't get disgruntled, don't get discouraged, Virgo. Like where you are right now is perfect, because in order for you to attract someone that is worth your while, you have to know that you're worth your while. So that's basically what I'm seeing here. So the first card out is the Hermit card. So this is the current state. This card says aloneness, but in the regular deck, it is the Hermit card. Now, the beautiful thing about the Hermit card, it's supported by the Master, okay? And that's essentially what the Hermit is. In the typical deck, the Hermit is the old man with the beard that carries the light. So I find it very ironic that this card is supporting this card. So right now you have gained full mastery of yourself and your own emotions, because we see here in the position of energy around you, we have the Ten of Cups, which is harmony. So you found, sorry, I'm shaking, I just came from the gym. So you have found a beautiful harmony within yourself. Like I said, with friends, with family, with the people who've been, ride or die with you from the beginning. And then what's crowning the reading is the High Priestess card, also known as the Inner Voice. So once again, you have done your work. You have found a very emotional, stable place. And honestly, it's almost like, as far as romantic love goes, it's like, man, I do not need anything or anyone around me that's going to come and, mess with my equilibrium, because I do have the Seven of Swords here called politics. Now, Seven of Swords typically talks about, someone being a little slick with the mouth, or, a little bit of trickery going on. And this is basically letting me know that, you're kind of done with trying to gauge that. Like you just don't have the energy right now for that. Now, for those of you who are coupled or married, this is letting me know that, everything looks really, really good in house and home. Like in the past, you may have dealt with, some side-eye situations where it's like, what you talking about? What kind of mask you wearing? But since then, you have listened to your inner voice and you and your partner have been able to come to a beautiful understanding. Hence why in the inner reality, I have the Queen of Wands, which is sharing. So the Queen of Wands, she is the one that's exciting. She's the one that, she likes to go out and have a good time. So for all Virgos, whether you are with someone or whether you're by yourself, whatever the case may be, right now for this month of October, you are the Queen of Wands. You are like, let's do this. Let's go. Like you have been in the last year, or I'll say 2 years, you've kind of been under, like I said, the cosmic microscope where, we already nitpick and just criticize ourselves to death. So to have the the universe kind of backing us there is a little bit like, oh my God. But the beautiful thing is that part is over. That is, over and done with. And you have, once again, like I said, found yourself in a place of harmony. You are now open to all the different possibilities. And you realize that your happiness does not lie in finding that one partner. You realize now that there will never be, someone that can just satisfy every part of you. You need your girlfriends sometimes that you can just go out and, talk girlfriend stuff with and go get a drink and talk ish and do whatever. You need your mom, you need your father, you need your family to talk about those deeper issues that only your family would know about. You need your children to, for you to just sit down and color with sometimes and just laugh and play. You need different people for different emotional things. And because you have now cultivated all of that, you have reached this place of harmony. You truly, truly have. Like, you're not worried about anything anymore, and you're ready to participate in life. Okay? You're ready to participate. This is the Four of Wands. Four of Wands is a card of celebration. So it's like, the main thing that I feel for you relationship-wise or emotionally for the month of October 2016 is that you are being rewarded for a job well done. You have mastered yourself. And a lot of people feel like, you're here to master this, you're here to master that. The only thing you're here to master, honestly and truly, some of y'all will get it, honestly and truly is yourself, okay? And you have mastered your emotions. So because of that, the rest of 2016, I know this is just for October, but the rest of 2016 will be a breeze, and arguably the rest of your life. The emotions tend to be the hardest things to master because it requires for you to dive deep and deal with things you don't want to deal with. And that's exactly what you have been doing for the last 2 years. So Virgo, go ahead and take a breath. Go ahead and breathe out, exhale, and realize that the war is over. You can lay all your artillery, all your swords, all your guns, you can put them down because now you're at a place of emotional stability and strength where if Mr. Right or Mrs. Right comes along, it's not like, oh my God, they're here now, and you all of a sudden start shape-shifting into what you think this person wants you to be. No. Now it's like, okay, cool. Well, you're the cherry on top of, my already really good banana split sundae. You get what I mean? Like, you already have all of the goods. So anyone that comes from the outside of your circle at this point would be, I don't want to say an accessory because I don't want them to sound like a ring, but you understand what I mean. Like, you already have the main course. You already have the cake. You already have the icing. You already have it all. But a person coming in would kind of just be the little cherry on top. Like, you have put romantic love in perspective, okay? And then on the underside of the deck, I'm just now seeing we have the Fool card. And this is you. It's like, okay, cool. Now we can start over. Now I can completely start over. I can take a leap. And now, you know what? I don't have to worry about anyone catching me because guess what? I can fly by my damn self, okay? All right, Virgo. So let's move on to career. Career, job, money. What's going on there? Let's see. So already before I even pull the cards, I think I was starting to say that earlier and got way off subject. I tend to do that sometimes. I'm a fairy, so I float. Jupiter has moved out of our first house into our second house of earned income and values. So until October of next year, you are going to have Jupiter lighting up the part of your chart that has to do with money. And Jupiter is the great expander. He's the one that comes and shines light and gives you extra luck. So if you have been thinking about changing, careers or starting a business, anything that has to do with, internal and external values, right now is the time to take that leap. Right now is the time to take that leap. Hold on, let me count the cards. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so, if you have been, because I'm pretty sure, like, Jupiter doesn't exactly come through with subtle energy. It's I always see Jupiter as like this jolly green giant, like this jolly green, happy genie that comes and grants wishes in whatever, it is you're trying to accomplish. So with it being in your second house, and I already see at the bottom of the deck here, we have the 7 of Pentacles called patience. So there is something that you're getting ready to give birth to, and you have the blessings from your guides and the universe, and you've been waiting for many, many moons for, something to come through. Some of you have probably been, on a job hunt, searching for the perfect position. Boom. And look at that. The first thing out is the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. Ace of Pentacles, anything ace speaks of something new. And the beautiful thing about the aces is that it's potent. It's very potent energy. So as you can see, it's called maturity. And we have this card here called patience. So whatever it is that you have been waiting on, whether that be a project or a job to call you back, or, anything related to career or possessions or inner or outer values, it has finally matured and it is time to harvest. And it is fall now. Like, this is harvest season. We are still, technically in Virgo season. Okay, so let me lay out the rest of these cards. We have the Hermit again, and participation again, and the 7 of Swords again. Okay, so it looks like you have been stressing the F out. Okay, look at her face. You have been stressing out about money, like, oh my God. I'm feeling like since June, money has kind of just dried up a little bit for you, Virgo. And with you being an earth sign, I know that makes you sincerely uncomfortable. It's like, oh, no. That's not going to work. As spiritual as we are still earth signs, and we're comfortable in the physical plane. Now, it doesn't mean that, it's money over everything and blah, 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 blah. But we do realize that, if we feel abundant on the inside, the outside should match. So you have been definitely stressing out and waiting, just waiting for something to come through. But finally, it is coming through. Because in the past position, I had the Hermit card. So this is you, like, trekking it alone, living check to check, having to borrow a little money here and there. And then near future, we have 4 of Wands called participation. So I really feel like this is specifically for Virgos who have been waiting to hear back about a job or trying to find a new job. This is your month. You will begin that new position guaranteed. And I know I sound real confident, but honestly, like, anytime I see the Ace of Pentacles come out, like, that is the card of new jobs and new possessions, okay? And then on the inner reality, I have the Page of Pentacles. Again, with the Pentacles, this is called adventure. So as most of you already know, the Page tends to be the youngest and the most vibrant and the messenger of the tarot. So you've been waiting on a message. You've been waiting to hear back, like I was saying earlier. But the universe is opening up a little wormhole for you. It's just sometimes when we're manifesting, this is what we have to understand. Sometimes when we're manifesting things, and it doesn't matter how good of a master, oh Lord, it doesn't matter how good of a master manifester that you are, sometimes you still have to wait. Like, things have to be rearranged. So if you did you a little spell, or you've been, actively trying to manifest a new position, the perfect position, because I know Virgo has her specifics. So you've been trying to manifest the perfect position and nothing's happened. It's not that the universe didn't hear you. They're at work. So if you've been at work, if you've been putting in your applications, if you've been, cleaning up your resume and doing all the things that you need to do, of course the universe is working in your favor. But sometimes things, that way has to be clear. Think of it this way. You know how before royalty comes, it's like, hear ye, clear the way, right? So you have to think of it that way, Virgo. Like, you're royalty. Before you come, everything has to be clean, the road has to be paved, everything has to be set. So what they're doing is making the environment comfortable and perfect for you for when you arrive, right? So the other thing I see here is the Star card. Now in this deck, it's called Silence. So I think this is a bit of advice from Spirit for you, Virgo, is to silence your mind, darling. Like, you're gonna get what you want. Like, it's here now, but there's no use in stressing yourself out the entire trip. It's almost like you start, in California. The place you're trying to get to is New York, right? So you're in the car, or you're on the plane rather. You're headed there, and you're headed there as fast as you can possibly get there. But it's still, a couple of hours flight, and you are like complaining and yelling and giving everybody on the plane absolute hell on the way. Despite the fact that you're going to get there, you were just stressing all your spirit guides and everybody out, like, when is this gonna come? And they're like, woman, man, it's here, just relax. So silence your mind. Stop stressing. Like, see beyond the fog of your mind, because I have beyond delusion here. Like, you have been focused on this outcome for a very long time. The universe will never ignore you. And at this point, you have had enough miracles to happen where you should know this, right? So stop, projecting the worst case scenario and expect the best to happen, okay? Also, really quick, the other thing that's popping up too, and once again, this has to do with you, it's not from an outside force, is the Seven of Swords. And in this particular reading, I kind of feel like this is Spirit saying to you, Virgo, moving forward, period. Like, just moving forward. Stop telling yourself, or freaking yourself out by overthinking things. Like, the whole point of the last phase of your life, the last 2 or 3 years of your life, was to help you come to the realization that you are a walking miracle. Your life is a walking miracle. It's always happening. It's always evolving. You're always being blessed. And you have to change your state of mind. You have to change what you're seeking and what you're looking for. Like, how do you, why would you ask for something and then turn around and be like, well, it's not coming? What was the point in going through all of that? If you have put the energy towards something, you best believe it's coming. And it's not about you being a good person or a bad person. You attract what you are. You attract whatever it is you put your energy into. So, if you have been focused on a particular outcome, stay focused on that, and guaranteed 100% every time you will get what you are seeking. For whatever you are seeking is seeking you, okay? So let's pull one little last card, a piece of advice from Spirit. Let's see what you got. Beautiful. We have the Queen of Cups, receptivity. So this is a perfect ending to this reading. Receptivity. Be open. Open your arms. Unfold your arms, because I see you sitting under a tree pouting, like, when is my stuff gonna come? Open your arms up, and first of all, and say thank you for for the universe providing for you this whole time. Yeah, money may have been tight. Yeah, things may have not gone as smoothly as you like, but you're still here. You're still standing. You are still strong. And the worst is over. It's been over, and you just still swinging on phantoms. There's nothing out to get you, Virgo. When you ask for something, when you ask for a big dream, sometimes it takes a little bit of time. And that time actually works in your favor because it gives you a chance to tweak it as you go. What may have worked for you then, something may have happened and it's like, I can't do that. And it gives you time to tweak it. But all the while, it's still coming. So Queen of Cups is the one that sits back, she relaxes, and she allows her blessings to come to her. So allow your blessings and your love and your guidance and your spirit and everything else that you are deserving of to come to you this month in October. Okay? I love you guys, and I'll see you next month. Peace.